Good morning, students. Now, before I have told you that the types of natural resources, the natural resources are inexhaustible and exhaustible, renewable resources and non-renewable resources. So, minerals, rocks, salts and chemicals, etc. are termed as abiotic resources as biological activity is not involved in their formation. So, continuous overexploitation of these resources shall exhaust many of our valuable deposits which took millions of years to form. They cannot be duplicated within the human scale of time. So, our next is the natural resources and associated problems. There are various types of resources in which we are going to study about. First one is our forest resources. Second is our water resources. Third is our mineral resources. And fourth is our food resources, energy resources, land resources. So, the all resources we are going to learn in this chapter. And what are the problems that are associated with it? And the problems are that humans have applied all their power and intelligence for food and development. They adopt new ways to fulfill their need and often make improvements in old ways to derive resources and also to fulfill their desire more efficiently. Therefore, proper utilization of our natural resources is the need of today. Human beings utilize most of resources like air, water, land, fuel, etc. for their growth and development. The use of resources should be in limit, not to exhaust them, so that ecological balance within the nature should also remain undisturbed. Directly or indirectly, there are some problems from the overexploitation of natural resources, like lowering of water level or water table, extinction of wild animals, soil erosions, floods, climate change, various diseases, etc. So, ocean are also provide different types of food materials and minerals. Large quantities of petroleum and natural gas are also obtained from the ocean. But due to human activities, ocean have been put under heavy conditions of serious stress because of us, because we are throwing our garbages directly into the sea. We are not dumping it. But in foreign countries, they are very much serious about their environment. So what they are doing, they are just dump it, because due to the microorganisms that decompose those garbages and again it mixed up in soil. So, so it will be helpful for our environment. But we are directly dumped our garbages into sea. We are polluting our sea water or ocean by making now the conservation of natural resources should be the priority of every citizen, and the methods of conservation management should be followed. By making rules only we cannot protect natural resources. Awareness programs, organizing the seminar, public programs are some means by which we can educate the public and conserve our natural resources. Okay. In the past, these are the problems. In the past, the man was not so advanced and was satisfied with what he received from the nature due to his limited needs. Thus, there was a complete balance among all the components of the natural environment in the past. At present, the story has become very different due to human activities of consumption and misuse of natural resources and the explosion of pollution. Therefore, nature has lost its capacity of tolerance. Fast growth in human population has led to the fast rate of consumption of natural resources and creation of waste. So human activities of cutting trees, killing animals, damaging and mixing poisonous waste in air and water are creating severe crises in the environment and natural resources. To some extent, nature strives to recycle some of these resources, but because of spread in population, these are used up faster than these are replenished, leading to their depletion. So these are the various problems that we are facing. Our next is forest resources. So now I will tell you about the forest resources. Now we are switching to the various types of resources that we are going to study. So first we are going to study about the forest resources. We have enough idea about forest. So what is forest? Forests are one of the most important natural resources of the earth. It is important for human and also for the natural world because it provides fuel, wood, timber, wildlife habitat, industrial, forest products, climate regulation, medicinal, etc. So mainly forest helps us a lot because from this also we can get the oxygen because it is very important. So as before I said that forest or trees inhale the carbon dioxide and exhale the oxygen. In the same way, we people are the human beings or the men, we are inhale the oxygen and exhale the carbon dioxide because by the help of oxygen gas we can live. So it is very important. So India is one of the 12 mega diversity countries commanding 7% of the world's biodiversity and supporting 16% of the major forest types, varying from alpine pastures in the Himalayas to temperate subtropical, tropical forests and mangroves in the coastal areas. India has a large and diverse forest resource. Its forest types varies from tropical rainforest in the northeast to desert and thorn forest in Gujarat and Rajasthan, mangrove forest in West Bengal, Orissa and other coastal areas, and dry alpine forest in the western Himalayas. So there are the forest types which are varies from the tropical rainforest in the various areas. The most common forest type are tropical moist deciduous forest, tropical dry deciduous forest, and wet tropical evergreen forest. Okay. So it is very important. The word forest, it is derived from a Latin word forest. It means outside. That's called as our forest resources. This is also the most important natural resources. In regard to national parks, sanctuaries and other reserves, the country's achievement in terms of area is substantial. The condition of several protected areas is poor because of fire, overgrazing and inadequate management. Non-wood forest products have a great potential to support the socio-economic development of the country. And also the principle of sustainable forest management, their products are essential to local communities. Some products have great potential for being exported. Some products have also provided employment and income generation. So this is most important resources for us. Next is deforestation. What is deforestation? The conservation of forest areas to non-forest areas is called deforestation. Or the deforestation is the permanent destruction of forest in order to make the land for any other use. The conservation of forested areas to non-forest is deforestation. Deforestation is the result of the removal of trees without sufficient reforestation. Land cover measurements often use a percent of cover to determine deforestation. This type of definition has the advantage in that large areas can be easily measured. For example, from satellite photos, a forest cover removal of 90% may still be considered forest in some cases. Under this definitions, areas that may have few values of a natural forest, such as plantations and even urban or suburban areas, may be considered as forest. So in the next class, I will tell you about the use of the term deforestation, and next we are going to study about the use of the forest resources and the over-exploitation of the forest resources, then the causes of deforestation, what are the causes of deforestation, and what are the effects of deforestation on the human beings or on the environment, and how to control it. So thank you.